sometimes when a client shares their feedback with you, and if you don't react fast, it loses value. The more time comes, the less valuable this feedback becomes.
You're listening to 15M Mastering, a show that empowers you with insights from the leading iGaming experts to enhance your personal or business performance. The show is brought to you by tech-driven affiliate and media company Already Media, and supported by the AI-powered data analytics platform Blask. And Yo Investments, a fund manager investing in outstanding people who are disrupting the iGaming, fintech, and crypto industries. Hey everyone, and welcome back to 15M Mastery. Today we're joined once again by Dmitry Koldysheu, head of customer success at Blask. Blask uses artificial intelligence and data analytics to equip brands with actionable insights and cutting-edge solutions. Today, we'll explore practical strategies to drive customer success and boost retention. Welcome back, Dmitry.
Thanks again for having me. It's a pleasure, Dmitry.
We had a killer first episode, so I have no doubts that we will have a great one once again. So let's dive in. How do you ensure customers reach their aha moment during the onboarding?
A great question. Let me think. Well, I usually like to compare onboarding to the first hour of a well-designed video game. If you don't grab the player with solid mechanics, intuitive controls, and a bit of dopamine early on, they usually drop off before even they reach the first boss. It's kind of a weird analogy, but I believe it's basically the same with SaaS. So the first touch points, they just need to be clear, rewarding, and as a baseline, you need a great UX UI. That's a baseline because it should be convenient and not intimidating to use your product. It's very important. It's something that usually gets overlooked. And at Blask, our mission is to shorten the distance between what I do with all this data, what I do with all these dashboards, to goodness. This is exactly what we needed. And that's the aha moment we're aiming for. So we try to zoom straight into our client's world. So are they expanding into Brazil or any other new market? Are they searching for new clients, new partners? Are they trying to track the effectiveness of a certain marketing campaign? So we open Blask and show them how the tool can answer their own questions and how it can solve their problems. And once clients see their own reality reflected in the product or in your platform, for example, doesn't matter. Things just click. So it's not just a random software for the client anymore. It's kind of a must-have tool. And one more important thing, we try our best to keep it personal. What I mean by that is we try to show that there are real humans behind our product. We have real conversations. So no 10, 20, 30 pages tutorials or a submit a ticket button where you can wait for a couple of days for a response. No. Just a team that really cares.
I love it. So let's say the onboarding is done. Then we go to engagement stage. So what tactics work best for keeping customers engaged after learning the initial setup?
The initial setup it's just necessary, and it's a fact. But it's what comes after the initial setup that really builds and bonds the relationship between your customer success team and your client. So at Blask, we see the post-onboarding engagement the same way big and successful operators see player retention. So it's not kind of a phase, but it's a constant strategy. So just like a casino, for example, doesn't stop working once a player registers, we don't stop after we see that all of the users on the client side are successfully logged in. We keep clients engaged and try to deliver ongoing value for them. So we held workshops, we held training sessions, we try to highlight all the new features that are being released, and try to show our clients things that they didn't know how to look for within our product. So Blask as a product is about numbers mostly, but these numbers and these metrics are actually stories with action points. So our customer success team tries to help clients connect the dots and turn these insights into meaningful decisions for them. So we gather a lot of use cases and ask our clients to share their success stories. Then we share this information with other clients and help them achieve their goals. And to sum up, I'd also add that in a crowded iGaming market, attention is really limited. So engagement usually isn't about features. And I used to think that it is about features. Now I don't. It's about relevance and the timing. So you have to make sure that with the help of your customer success team, your clients feel one step ahead of the competition. That's the tactic and a fundamental strategy, I'd say.
I absolutely love it. And here comes the fun part. So in iGaming, especially the B2C, retention is crucial, right? So we talked a little bit more about engagement and retention, but churn is a huge risk. So how can companies monitor customer health and spot churn risks before it's too late?
I'd say that a drop in user activity, it doesn't happen overnight usually. And it's not only in the iGaming, it's fair to say for any industry, I believe. So if you don't track it on a regular basis, there's a chance to not even notice when someone's already gone and stopped using your product completely. So churn, it always has early warning signs, but you have to know where to look for these signs. At Blask, for example, we track customer health with the help of specific tools, and our approach is based on user behavior shifts. So are they logging in less? Have they stopped checking the data for their main priority markets? Or maybe they stopped using feature that they valued most. So these are all kind of red flags. But it's important to understand that tools alone are not enough, because churn is often emotional before it is operational. So the client might technically still be using the product, but if they've stopped seeing the value in your product, it is a huge warning sign again. So you have to not only technically track how frequently a client using your product, it's also important to communicate and help your client benefit from your product. So that's why our approach blends together like product signals with human signals. We watch the data, yes, it's important, but we also check in when things feel kind of off. Like hope they renew. It's not the energy we value.
I really like it. Sometimes, like, and you mentioned, the approach seems to be very granular and personalized. But let's say your customer base grows, you sign more companies, and let's say you've signed like a company with thousands of employees, which are now becoming your customers also. But how do you balance, personalized attention and making scalable with like automations across different customer segments, especially?
Well, there is a great analogy that is coming to my mind. Like a good sports book, you don't give the same odds to each and every player, because some of the players, they need the VIP treatment, and others, they just like want fast results. In Blask, we try to automate the predictable while personalizing something that we find really impactful. So the onboarding flow, it usually scales beautifully. Yes, you can't deny it. But when it comes to the product feedback or some unusual patterns in using the product. That is where the individual approach should kick in, if you notice these patterns. So we try to segment our clients not just by revenue or the scale of the company. Is it a huge enterprise or is it a small local marketing agency? It doesn't matter. The engagement type matters much more. So a small brand expanding to a new market and trying to do it as fast as possible may need more attention and care than a big brand that is operating on autopilot. So automation runs the whole system, but relationships is what builds the loyalty for your product. So it both matters, and both of these things, they should be intentional, and they should feel intentional for your client.
Yeah, I love it. It feels like very genuine still, but still like giving you a lot of flexibility and automation at the same time. Okay, so let's go a little bit deeper into the way you're talking with your customers, because sometimes it feels like feedback is very important. And I just wanted to hear your thoughts on like what is the best way to gather customer feedback, and most importantly, show them you're acting on it.
Yeah, we've touched upon this topic in episode 1, and if we dive a little bit deeper, I think first you ask and make sure that your question is understood. It is very important. Then, if your question is understood, you listen and actually pay attention to what your client is sharing with you. Then, when you've gathered this feedback, you should do something, and it should be visible to your client. Because sometimes when a client shares their feedback with you, and if you don't react fast, it loses value. The more time comes, the less valuable this feedback becomes. So we gather insights in every interaction, like onboarding calls, in our group chats with our clients, during workshops and during training sessions when we present new features, because everything can become a signal for a product to change or evolve. But to sum up, I'd say that there's a key, like you have to close this loop. Because if you just reply, thanks for the input, we appreciate your feedback, thank you, it means nothing if a client never sees changes. So we try to tell, after we implement these changes, thank you, this was your idea, and that's what we've done to make it real. Here's how it looks in the product now. And this moment, when your client understands that you're actually listening, builds more trust than anything.
I love it. And probably my favorite question for today is a very data-driven one. So, customer success is a very vague term. How should companies define and measure what success actually looks like for the customers?
I think it's not an easy question to start, but the success, it certainly isn't a modern oversized T-shirt that fits like basically everyone. For a company that is trying to enter a new market, success might be local brand visibility, for example. For a casino operator, the definition of success, it might be something totally different. So at Blask, we try to define success with our client, not for the client. So first we ask, what would make you say 3 months from now that Blask was a no-brainer tool for you? And the answers are usually super valuable because they turn into something measurable, but not by us, but by our clients themselves. Because if you're not aligned on what is winning for your client and how it looks like, then I'd say don't be surprised when they just quit and start ghosting you.
I love it. I was actually expecting something much more easier and basic like NPS, but I think you nailed it. Thanks a lot, Dmitry. I think these actionable strategies will really help our listeners to build stronger relationships with their customers. And these insights, especially on measuring the success outcomes, are especially valuable for retention. Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot, guys. Thank you, Dmitry. Thanks for having me. It was a pleasure.
Yeah, my absolute pleasure, mate. Thanks a lot for sharing all these insights. It was a pure gold. Thank you.